EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the Alamo City of San Antonio, Texas. Tonight we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Dragons of San Antonio. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. You look at this Bears defense. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone and also from kicking one through the post. Well done.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Howell. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
2nd down and 3. Howell, he'll look to throw it. That one complete out to Dotson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 23. 12 yards there as they move the chains. They'll go play action. Howell. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. 2nd down, Howell now. Open man is Samuel, complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. Touchdown! Matt Breida, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dragons will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Scott on the return out of the end zone. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. A man who led the league in yards per carry last year, it's Khalil Herbert. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Now it's Fields. Looking deep here from Mooney. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Escaping the pressure right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Looking deep downfield. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. When you look at this defense, this crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Back to throw, Fields. They'll fire deep, looking for more. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
Here's 3rd and 9. From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Option left. Howell's going to run with it. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a 1st down. 6-0 our score after 1. First down, Howell to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing here, Howell. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
This is 2nd and 8. Here's Fields. He'll get that underneath to Herbert. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. A play fake, now Fields to throw. He sets to fire deep. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Now he is all the way up past the 25. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And Howell will throw it. And he'll go Bears get there for the sack. Jaquan Brisker getting sent on the safety blitz, and he was able to finish it off.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down. Tress Way on fourth down is sent out to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. On the return is Scott. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Fields now to throw. Locates Mooney on the out route. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. Fourth down, so they send out Trenton Gill. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's taken to the 26. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Powell. And he will slide down with the first down for the moment, but a penalty flag on the field. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on third.
Could play an exotic coverage.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Back to throw, Howell. This one left side caught by Gibson.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
On first down, here's Breida. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Now the second-year man from Alabama, it's Brian Robinson. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back to Robinson now on first down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Howell trying to get his offense to hurry up and get set. With a play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Logan Thomas.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Dragons have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
And just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
There's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give them a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this. And most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Moore, the man in motion. A final shot before the break. Fields.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Sheds off the tackle.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Ryan. Here we go.
Hand off right side for Herbert. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Fields now on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Off play action. It's Howell. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin.
Yeah, he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 35.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
A run between the tackles with Breida. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
3rd and 5. Howell from the gun. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Howell, he'll look to throw it.
This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Here's 2nd and 7. Gets this out quickly to Dodson.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Howell now to throw it.
Touchdown!
Jahan Dotson.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Dragons are able to extend their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Fields.
And his throw is incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
4th down. Fields has to have this one.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Intercepted. They'll take over at 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Faking the handoff, Howell. That one complete out to Dotson.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play, and the chains move.
Now Howell.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Jahan Dotson
With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Dragons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Sly on for the extra point.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Scott on the return out of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Fields on 1st down.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Under pressure, they got him again.
Tyree Wilson
In there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw.
and firing a deep ball for Komet.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
They snap it to Fields. That's complete to Mooney.
But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
First down, Howell to throw.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack.
Jaquan Brisker able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
I wonder if they're wandering back to the huddle thinking to themselves, can we just hit rewind and go back a play? Definitely not the down they wanted to begin this drive by giving up a sack. But for the defense, that's exactly how they drew it up.
So 8 yards on the completion there. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Third and long. Here's Howell. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. The Bears on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And they're going to speed things up here. On 1st down, Fields. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Inside the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And that will bump the lead up to 26. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And this will be a Bears first down as the tackle made here at the 36. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 1st down, right back to Herbert. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Fields. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
That's good. 4.
Breida, they'll go up the middle. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Slide for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just...
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Showtime! Let's make some... Here we go.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Play action. It's Fields. Over the middle, complete. That's more. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. And one last throw here for Fields. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.